Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this awesome card trick with a kicker ending, and I definitely think you guys should incorporate this one into your routine. So make sure you do stick around to learn this card trick. But really quickly before we get into the performance, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you do subscribe for more card and magic trick performance and tutorial videos like this one. If you do enjoy this trick, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up. And now let's get straight into the performance of this card trick. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick by giving the deck a couple of cuts. I will also give the cards a quick riffle shuffle as well to really mix up the order that we have. And for this trick, I'm going to need my spectator to make 3 selections. So they can go ahead and take out 3 cards from the middle of the deck. So let's say we have 1, 2, and 3 cards. So for this trick, I can take a look at the cards. In this case, we have the 10 of hearts, the 5 of spades, and the jack of diamonds. And at this point, I would explain to my spectator that the number 14 is going to be very important in this trick because the number 14 is essentially going to be a magic number, and you guys will see what I mean by that right now. So we're going to go ahead and take my spectator's 3 selections here. We're going to place them on top of the deck, and this is where we deal with the number 14. Now, what I'm going to do is deal off cards one at a time from the deck to get to the number 14 based off the value of my spectator's cards. So we have a 10 here. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, just like so. And now we're going to go ahead, square these up, and place my spectator's first selection right on, and then the rest of the deck goes on top. And we're going to do the same thing with the other 2 selections that we have here, the 5 of spades and the jack of diamonds. It's up to my spectator which card they want to do first. It doesn't matter. So let's say they want to do the 5 of spades. We have a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like so. We're going to square these up and now place the 5 of spades on. Then the rest of the deck goes on top. And the last card here, the jack. So the jack is actually a value of 11. Jack's 11, queen's 12, king's 13. So we have 11, 12, 13, and 14. Place the jack on, the rest of the deck goes on top. And now we're ready to move on with the trick. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at where my spectator's cards are in the deck. I'm going to spread out the cards face down. You guys can see that we do have our cards there in the deck, and right now we're just concerned with the card that is directly on top of each one of my spectator selections. So I'm going to remove them from the deck, as you guys can see here, and obviously my spectator did have a free selection here, and which card they chose would have changed the position as to where they were in the deck. Now we should have 3 random cards directly on top of my spectator selections, but if I snap my fingers over each one of my spectator's cards, you will notice that the cards that are directly on top of them are not random at all because we have 3 aces right here. Now, as you guys know, there are 4 aces in the deck. Right now, we are missing the ace of spades. So this trick really wouldn't be complete if we don't find the ace of spades. Now, the question is, where exactly is that ace? So what we're going to do here is add up the values of my spectator's cards. So we have 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 10 is 26. Now I'm going to deal 26 cards from the top of the deck, one at a time. So you guys will see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And the card in the 26th position is not just any card. It should be the ace of spades to complete the match of 4 aces. So guys, that is the trick. I really hope you enjoyed this one. And if you want to learn how to perform this awesome mathematical card trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that card trick, and credit to Thomas Blomberg for this effect. Now let's get right into the tutorial. So this one's not too difficult to perform overall. It's a really cool mathematical style card trick, and there is a very small setup. So you're going to want to take out your 4 aces, and you're going to go ahead and place 2 of the aces on top of the deck. You're going to place 1 on the bottom, and then the last ace, I honestly recommend you guys put the ace of spades as this last ace, because that means that the last ace you reveal is going to be the ace of spades, and it just makes for a little bit better effect in my opinion. So here's what you're going to want to do with that ace of spades. All you're going to do is place it in the 8th position from the bottom of the deck. So you're going to count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, place that ace of spades in, or whatever ace you want in that 8th position from the bottom, and you're ready to go. So this is the only setup. It's really not too big of a deal, and you're ready to start the tricks. Also, guys, just a quick side note here, you do need to use a full 52 card deck for this trick or it will not work, so make sure you do have a full deck when you perform this trick. So you can go ahead and begin by doing some false cuts. If you don't know how to do any false cuts, I will leave a link on the screen right now to me teaching you guys 3 false cuts that you can do. You can also do a riffle shuffle. Make sure you start off with riffling your setup card, your 8 cards that you have on the bottom there. So riffle a good portion, and then you can just finish it, and make sure you do finish with the 2 aces there on top, so you don't disturb the order. That also works. Either way, make sure you maintain the setup, and you're ready to go. So you're going to want to have your spectator choose 3 cards, and they cannot choose one of the 2 aces or one of those bottom 8 cards that you have there. So the best way to prevent that is literally just force them to choose 3 cards from the middle of the deck. So it honestly is a free selection at this point. Once they, do not choose one of the 2 top aces or your setup cards on the bottom, they can choose any 3, and you can just, have them choose 3 like that from the middle. Once they do that, you're going to have them turn over the cards. You can also take a look at them. And in this case, we have the Queen of Hearts, the Jack of Hearts, and the 6 of Diamonds. And once you have revealed their 3 selections, you're going to explain to them that the number 14 is very important in this trick, and you do need to use the number 14. Just keep that in mind. You can just make up some backstory with it, or you can simply just say it's a magical number. And while you're talking to them, you're going to get a pinky break below the top ace there that you have on top of the deck. You can push over, pull back, get your pinky break. Now you're going to pick up the 3 cards, and you're going to place them on top of the deck, right above the break. So now you have a break below 4 cards. You're going to lift up these 4 like so, and this is what you're going to do. So you're going to explain to them that you're going to deal cards off one at a time from the deck to get to the number 14. So in this case, we do have a couple face cards, and make sure you do use the correct numbers for the face cards. So it goes Jack, Queen, King. Jack is 11, Queen is 12, and King is 13. Make sure you do know that. So in this case, we have a Queen, that is 12. It is important that you explain that to your spectator. So you have 12, you're going to 13, 14, just like that. You're only dealing 2 cards. Now, this is what you want to do. So you're going to place these 4 cards now, just like this. Keep them square. You're going to place them on top of the deck, and your excuse for doing that essentially is just to square up the cards you have here. Your spectator's not going to think anything of it. And now all you're doing here is placing the Queen of Hearts on. Then the rest of the deck goes on top, just like that. And you have just placed now an ace right above their card there on the bottom. So that's what you're going to do first. And now you're going to pick up the 2 remaining cards. So you're not picking up an ace this time. You're only just picking up their 2 remaining selections, just like this. You can ask your spectator which one they want to do first. It does not matter. So let's say they want to do the 6 of Diamonds first. You're going to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like that. To stay consistent, I would just go ahead and put the cards on there like that, and then square up these that you have on the table, just so your spectator, sees that you're doing the same thing each time and doesn't get suspicious. You place the 6 down, place the rest of the deck on top, and you're going to do it one more time with the last card. So we have a Jack, that's 11, 12, 13, 14. You can go ahead, square them up, place the Jack on, and place the rest of the deck on top. So what you're doing there is essentially placing the 3 aces directly above their selection. So from here, you're going to spread out the cards face down like this, and the cards are going to be, kind of near the bottom of the deck. So you're going to reveal the 3 cards, and as you're taking them out, this is what you're going to want to do. So you're going to separate them just like this. Remove their selection and the card that's directly on top. These are going to be the aces. So just like this, make sure you keep the order of the deck intact. So make sure you're not like cutting the deck as you're squaring up the cards. So make sure you don't like take this bottom portion, bring it to the top. Just square it up as usual. I mean, like normally. So you're not mixing up the order or anything, because this is kind of the self-working part of the trick that deals with the ace of spades. So at this point, you're going to reveal that their selections each found an ace. They're going to be blown away at this point. They will be very confused. And then for the kicker ending, you're going to explain to them that we have 4 aces in the deck. We are right now missing the ace of spades. So what you're going to do here is add up the values of your spectator's 3 selections. Make sure you do explain that. So we have 11 plus 6 is 17, plus 12 is 29. So what you're going to do here is then deal 29 cards from the top of the deck. And this is, I don't honestly don't really know how it works to get that ace of spades there in the 29th position. It's just a self-working part of the trick. It's a really cool mathematical principle. So I'm going to go ahead and deal 29 cards really quickly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Just like that, the ace of spades will be in that 29th position, and it will be in the position which is the sum of your spectators' 3 selections. So guys, that is the trick. It's a really cool mathematical card trick. And also, I forgot to mention this at the start of the tutorial, you do need to use a full deck of cards. Make sure you have 52 cards, not including the jokers. You do need a full deck of cards for this trick to work. Definitely give it a try. It's a really cool self-working effect that will get some amazing reactions. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.